Professor Charles Soludo is the governor of Anambra State. Uh, Next month, he will be seeking re-election. And he seems to have been very conscious of that for quite some time, with particular reference to May 1, 2025. That means this year, when it was Labor Day, and on that day, he increased minimum wage from the 70,000 naira set by government to 82,000. Isn't that significant? From 70,000 to 82,000 on May 1 this year. But this month, on 14th of this month, October 2025, he took another advantage to advance his own re-election when the transporters or stakeholders in the commercial transport system of Anambra State organized a mega rally to endorse his second term. He took a drastic step to advance the cause of his re-election when he reduced from 50,000 to 10,000 the maximum fine payable by any traffic offender, no matter the gravity of the offense, that no more than 10,000 naira will be charged. From 50,000 to 10,000, and then from 70,000 to 82,000 minimum wage within the same year. With the election coming up next month, November 2025. So that is the extent to which people can go when seeking re-election. And that is where I'm going. Professor Charles Soludo is caught up with re-election fever. And you can see him taking feverish actions. Well, that is the message. When people are seeking second term, and after getting second term, I want Nigerians to be paying attention to governors, presidents seeking second term. It's very precious and important. This is Ilorin, the capital of Kwara State. Come and see many roads, including major ones like Tanke University of Ilorin Road is a major road, if only leading to the university from within the town. It's a major road by any standard. You cannot be counting major roads in Ilorin without counting Tanke Une Ilorin. Yeah, you know the implication. The federal government workers working in the university, students, and so on, you know. But the issue is that when Abdurrahman Abdrasak became the governor in 2019, he was repairing the roads, not just Tanke University of Ilorin. He was maintaining the roads, generally speaking. He even bought some equipment to maintain the roads. And so he was maintaining the road with particular reference to Tanke University of Ilorin Road. But now, since he became re-elected in 2023, till date, his attitude has changed. Looking at it from the roads alone, there'll be other areas involving employees of government. But I am focusing on the roads to give it a clear example. For months now, his attention has been called to Tanke University of Ilorin Road. The potholes are still there. It is as if Governor Abdurrahman Abdrasak is no longer in town. But don't forget, we are only using that as an example of people serving second term. If you go to Oyo State, the story is not different. The attitude and approach of Seyi Makinde, including crowning chiefs as kings, which he rejected in his first term. But at second term, they have nothing else at stake. And as I speak, I cannot think of anybody I can say his second term is better than his first term. Are you going to talk of Muhammadu Buhari himself? Oh my God. See the hell he unleashed on Nigeria on his way out. Unfortunately, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not even wait for his second term. From day one, the non-existent fuel subsidy is gone and all other subsidies are gone. And you ask yourself, what is left for Nigeria? For Nigerians to enjoy as people blessed with petroleum, while other countries are using petroleum wealth to develop their countries. Here is a man declaring fuel subsidy gone, all other subsidies gone, yet sinking Nigeria in worse debts than his predecessors who didn't declare fuel subsidy gone. And so, when you look at what Charles Soludo is doing towards his re-election bid, you know what it means to be seeking second term. And then you give them second term. To do what with it? Was corruption. Execution of agendas that could not be executed by anybody seeking re-election. For the most part, that's what you get. And so, I say to Nigerians, if Nigeria's rulers don't want to limit everything to a single term of 5 years as maximum, then stop giving them second term. Let them do their 4 years, however they do it, and go. Yeah. Second term for what? How many people are you President Olusegun Obasanjo remains the best president Nigeria has had in this dispensation since 1999 to date. On his way out in 2007, he increased fuel price on his way out. 2 or 3 days, less than 3 days to his exit, he increased fuel price because he had nothing else at stake. And that is the spirit. So, on the whole, stop giving anybody second term. It's not worth it. And when I look at Professor Charles Soludo and the way he has been eulogizing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, no, he doesn't speak well of anybody who has moral conscience, which is essential. Praising Tinubu's economic reform. And I say economic reform of fuel subsidy is gone. All other subsidies are gone. I'm paying workers less than living wage. Even Charles Soludo now, for whatever reason, has increased the 70,000 of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to 82,000. That 12,000 naira is something to Nigerian workers. Ideally, Nigerians should not earn less than 100,000 minimum wage, given the cost of living, prevailing cost of living in transportation, in feeding, in meeting life basic needs. So, and when you now see somebody eulogizing Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you ask yourself, where is this man's conscience? And this is former governor of Nigeria's Central Bank, a former governor of Nigeria's Central Bank. Of course, it's not the only one doing it. Even the Emir Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi of Kano, is doing the same thing, praising Tinubu's economic reform. When the World Bank says, this economic reform is sinking too many Nigerians in worsening mass abject poverty, the World Bank. And of course, whether the World Bank says it or not, even the worsening mass abject poverty is also fueling criminality of mushrooming, armed robbers, armed bandits, and even terrorist organizations. Kidnapping, robbing, kidnapping for ransom. Oh my God. And exposing our security forces to too many unforeseen dangers of being ambushed, or being visited in their camps late in the night, things like that, but I'm saying Charles Soludo, he's playing the good man now. But when we use this type of lens to judge him, we know that fundamentally, he's not doing it from honesty of purpose, but obviously in view of seeking re-election. And Nigerians, why give second term to anybody? Anybody. You want to give second term to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, notwithstanding the state of the economy and the level of insecurities. You are told to be patient. The war against the Boko Haram Muslim community has lasted since 2009. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is perpetuating it. Herdsmen terrorism has lasted since 2015. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is perpetuating it. He is claiming fuel subsidy where none exists, and paying workers less than living wage. And you are asked to be patient. You have been patient with the so-called All Progressives Congress since 2015 till date. This is 2025. You know. So, yeah, a period of more than 10 years already, because they take power on May 1 or May 29. Yes, May 29 is when they take power. So, Tinubu got power May 29, 2023. So, May 29, 2024 came and went. May 29, 2025 has come and gone. So, he is in his third year of being Nigeria's president, and you are told to be patient because things are getting better. Getting better since 2015, or even getting better since 2023 to 2025. The same political party in power since 2015, with Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a chieftain of the party, and using the same deception. Who would ever have imagined that ASU go on strike under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Yet ASU is on strike. Today, Monday, 2025, Monday 20 October 2025 marks the beginning of the second week of ASU strike under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it's getting better, getting better from where to where. Should ASU have been allowed to embark on strike to start with? But look at how many workers' organizations are threatening strike and embarking on warning strike and going on strike. Yet you have the likes of Charles Soludo praising Tinubu's economic reform. A professor of economics. Oh my God. You know, so Western education, Christianity, Islam. Oh, that's why Africa is mostly doomed, with particular reference to Nigeria, because these three forces are negative. Western education, Christianity, Islam. Nothing to offer, as you can see. We must return to morality, away from religion. Yes, fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. But now, fear of God has been replaced with religion in church, mosques, and schools. Even politicizing, Islamizing and Christianizing our universities. Tying church and mosque services to matriculation and convocation ceremonies. Professor Charles Soludo, Professor Babagana, Zulum. People should have risen up to reposition Nigeria. Babagana Zulum is fueling war against the Boko Haram Muslim community in Borno State. Professor Charles Soludo is drumming support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Fuel subsidy is gone. All other subsidies are gone. Paying workers less than living wage and sinking Nigeria in worse debts than ever. Charles Soludo is blind to all of that. Only to be desperate about his re-election. I'm not particular about him. I'm particular about this thing called second term. They have nothing to offer in their second term than worse form of corruption than ever.